Hello students, welcome to yet another class of accountancy. ISC class 12 chapter number 6 issue of shares. Today we are going to start very important and interesting topic that is oversubscription and forfeiture of shares. Sir. Yes. Sir, we have already covered this oversubscription and forfeiture of shares. Yes, my dear students, we have covered this topic, but now there is more advancement from now onwards. Question number 41. Okay, basically I have told you all the topics individually, all the concept individually. Now what is happening, all these individual concepts are merged and form into one question. Okay, so as in our board examination question comes from 12 mark, the board does the same thing. They ask small concept, merge them and make a question of 12 marks. So you should be thorough with your concept. Clear? Now we'll start the question. JAL Limited issued a prospectus application 1 lakh, and how much application received? 1,35,000. So this is oversubscription, isn't it? The amount is being called 2.5, 2.5, 3 and 3 final call. Okay, is this point clear to you? How these three games are? 7 is already 8 is already been called, so it is not 3, it is 2. Yes, my dear student, it is not 3, it is 2. Okay, then this is known as pro rata allotment. You know na pro rata? Yes sir, we know. See, 1,35,000 are the application and they are paid in this manner. Is this clear? This is known as pro rata allotment because the applications are more. The excess money on application is to be adjusted against allotment. All the shares are paid the amount except 4,000 shares applying has not paid allotment money first and final call. Okay, so they have applied. See the word applied. See, in actual this person would have got less than 4,000 share because this person is applied. Now we have to calculate how many shares were given to these applicants, and their shares were forfeited by the board, and director had reissued 1800 of such forfeited shares for rupees 9 per share. We have to pass the journal entries and prepare cash book. Cash book you have to do by yourself. I'll just show you the journal entries including cash amount. See students, before solving the question we need to know the working behind it. So here is the working note. How many shares were issued by the company? 1 lakh. So there were 3 categories of people who applied for the shares and how many shares were allotted to them. See in the question, 25,000 were applied and to them entire 25,000 was given. Other category was of 60,000 shares to whom we have given 45,000 shares, and the third category was of 50,000 shares to whom we have given 30,000 shares. Because the company cannot issue more than 1 lakh, so we can give only 1 lakh shares. Application can be more, that's why it is oversubscription, isn't it? So in this manner we have adjusted the excess application. Is this clear? Now one of the shareholder who has applied for 4,000 shares, so he belongs to which category? He belongs to this category, 50,000, third category. Now if he has applied for 4,000 when the applications were 50,000, but in actual how much shares he would have got? This much. 2400. Is this clear? So these number of shares were given to the person who applied for 4,000. The company cannot give entire 4,000 na, because of the oversubscription. The company can give only up to what it has issued, not more than that, isn't it? So this is the amount of shares allotted to the applicant. Now this person has paid the amount on application, does not pay the amount at allotment, nor on first call, nor on second and final call. So his shares were forfeited at this time after final call. Then these shares were reissued as 9 as fully paid up, and out of this 2400 shares only 1800 shares were reissued. Is this clear? This is a table showing the summary of the question. Okay, now we have to calculate one more part, amount received. So what would be the amount received from this 4000 shares? See, he was not knowing na how much share he will get. He applied what he want to get. Is this clear? According to that he will pay. So he wanted 4000 shares. He paid according to it. So company gets 10,000, isn't it? But the company has issued only 2400 shares. So this amount will be utilized for allotting him the share, and remaining 4000 is the excess amount which he has paid. See, the company is not returning the amount, so that amount, excess amount, will be utilized automatically, isn't it? Then amount to be received from such shares, how many shares are there? 2400. And amount is to be received from such share on allotment, 2.5, that means 6000 should have been received, isn't it? But 4000, see, this 4000 was excess paid, so why he will pay 4000? He will pay the remaining 2000, isn't it? So 6000 minus 4000, 2000, which he has not paid as given in the question. He has not paid the allotment money, isn't it? If it has gone in par, that means if he has not paid in excess, or if he has not applied, so in that case company will ask only 2.5 from 2400 shares, which should have been 6000. But since he has applied more shares, that means more amount came from him, so we'll reduce the excess amount. So the remaining 2000 he should have paid at the time of allotment, but he has not paid the allotment money. That means it becomes calls in early. Okay, so I hope this explanation is clear to you. This was the working note. Now we will move on to the solution. See, question is going to be big, students, because this is 12-mark question. Okay, in the books of J Limited journal entries. What is first entry? Entries, you are very clear with the entries because you are doing from the starting of the chapter. Bank account debit to share application account. So how this amount came? See, students, how many shares were there? So 1,35,000. So 1 lakh shares were there. Yes, but they applied for more, na? They applied for more. So according to that amount will be received. We will adjust. So 1,35,000 into 2.5. Okay, so we'll get 3,37,500. Now this share application will the shares will be allotted to the applicants. So here it is. This 3,37,500 is clear to you, but we have only 1 lakh shares, isn't it? We can issue only 1 lakh shares. So 1 lakh into 2.5, that is 2,50,000 here. See, 2,50,000. And then the excess money, that means 3,37,000, this minus this 2,50,000 becomes 87,500. That is the amount of share allotment. Clear? 3,37,500 minus 2,50,000. So this is extra amount which we will take on allotment. Now we'll call the allotment money. See, allotment money has been called 1 lakh into 2.5. Okay. Then this I have shown in working note, isn't it? Working note, this amount 2,000, because allotment money was called for 2,50,000. 87,500 is already been called. See, this minus this. Okay, 2,50,000 minus 87,500, because we have already received excess amount. So I'll get the extra amount, and this 2,000 is in working note. Is this clear? So 1,60,000, this minus this becomes this. Clear? And this is in working note. Call scenario, how we calculated is 2,000 is mentioned in the working note, isn't it? Okay, now the company will make the first call. See, 1 lakh into 3, 1 lakh shares were there and rupees 3 per shares. Clear? Then call scenario, how we'll calculate call scenario? See, that person has got how many? For 2,400 shares. For rupees 3 he is not paying, so 7,200 will be call scenario. Is this point clear to you? The remaining shareholders are paying, so this amount minus this amount is equals to 2,92,800. Clear? So share first call and call scenario. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Another way is 97,600 into 3. Okay. Then we'll make the second and final call. So second and final call will be made. See, this is second and final call. Then amount will be received again. This, how many shares will not be paying the second and final call? 2,400 into 2. Is this clear? This call scenario, this is clear to you, and this will be the balancing figure, or the remaining shareholders will pay. Now these shares were forfeited. So what is the journal entry for the forfeiture of share? Isn't it? Sir, how we calculated? See, 10,000 the amount received. What is share forfeiture? What is share forfeiture? The amount received on the forfeited shares, the amount which the company have received. So how much amount the company has received? I have shown in the working note 10,000 na, because that person has paid for 4,000 share at 2.5 rupees. 10,000. See, here it is 10,000 amount received. We have only received one amount from such shareholder, this amount. After that, that shareholder has not paid a single amount. So initially what he paid, that was the amount received by the company. So what is the amount of share forfeiture? The amount received from such shareholders, and the amount is 10,000. After this 10,000, he has not paid a single penny to the company, isn't it? Is this point clear? And the other way of calculating this amount, I hope this is clear to you, but still there is another way of calculating the amount, but that is not foolproof every time. Okay, that is not foolproof every time. In this question, what you can do, you can add all the amounts of calls in arrear. You can add all the amounts of calls in arrear. There are 3 times call scenario debited, isn't it? One time by rupees 2000, then by 7200, and then 4800. So if you will add, automatically this amount will come. But that is not foolproof, because when the shares are issued and premium and are forfeited for non payment of premium amount, then in such case this amount will not match. Okay. And if more than two category of shares are being in calls in arrear, so at that time it will be difficult to calculate in such manner. So I hope this 10,000 is clear to you, and this 14,000, and the share capital is 2400 shares into rupees 10 each. Now these shares, out of these 2400 share, 1800 shares were reissued for rupees 9 as fully paid up. So this amount and 1800 into 1. Is this point clear to you? This is the reissue of share 1800. Now we have to calculate the amount of capital reserve. See, here it is. See, 10,000 was the amount for 2400 shares. So what will be the amount for 1800 shares? 7500. This is 7500. Isn't this 7500? And amount which we have already utilized 1800. So this amount will be transferred to capital reserve. This is capital gain. Okay. So this is the solution. Cash book we have to prepare by yourself. Question number 41 and question number 43 are your homework. Okay. So you can take the screenshot of this solution. We'll meet in the next lecture and we'll discuss more questions. Now there is no extra topics remaining. We are only discussing the questions now. Okay, all the concepts are being taken, and now through questions we'll solve and we'll see how all the individual concept gets merged into one question. Okay students, take care, bye bye.